In all manufacturing scenarios, sometimes it's helpful to have a simple view of everything going on day by day on your shop floor. A view that's familiar, that lets you sort out the work orders the same way you might sort your Outlook calendar. In this video, we'll be showcasing FactorySync Calendar View. With FactorySync Calendar View, you'll have the familiar view of a calendar to sort out production. To orient ourselves with a solution, notice that we're using native NetSuite. The FactorySync scheduler fits as a part of your NetSuite environment, so you never have to leave NetSuite to schedule or plan for production. Let's take a look at the top portion of the screen, the filters. We have 5 different categories of filters: status, work center, project, assembly item, and location. The status view shows the current status of a NetSuite work order. The work center allows you to filter operation views at specific machines or production areas on your shop floor. The project filter allows you to narrow down specific projects or jobs you might want to focus on. Assembly item allows you to filter only specific finished goods that you're producing. And location allows you to show only certain locations where the work is being produced. These filters are customizable for your specific instance of NetSuite. So for example, if you don't utilize projects as a workflow or a use case in your manufacturing operation, you can remove it in the settings. You can use the control or shift features on your keypad along with your mouse to multi-select in each filter, and then you can click Apply Filters in your view. You can always click Clear All if you want FactorySync to release the filters you set and show everything. Now that we're familiar with this critical piece, let's move on to our second of 4 views in FactorySync, Calendar. In Calendar, you can break down your view by month, week, or a particular day. Let's dive into Calendar to see it in action. In the filters, let's select Clear All so we can show all the work orders in the system. I can see all work orders occurring at the company, the days they're starting, and the amount of days they will take to complete. As an example, on the first, I see 3 work orders, and then a blue link on the bottom right showing 6 more. This is because we know that showing close to a dozen work orders or more on a single day in the calendar would be too cluttered. When I click the link, I now see all the work orders for that day. Let's look at the top work order 518. We can see the red tag that shows us it's delayed. There's more. If we check below, we can see the status is in process, that we've already built 1,000 units, the start and the end date. To the right, we have the option to reschedule the work order if needed. Or, if word comes from the shop floor that production is complete, we can mark the work order as built. If we click the wheel above, we have the option to create a work order completion or issue components to the work order. Let's exit out of here and move on to the 12th. On the 12th, I can see work order 1002 is 2-day work order. Not only does it list it as 2D, as in 2 days, but the graphical bar stretches out to the next day. If I hover over the bar, I can see more information about it as well, like the assembly item we're actually producing, the amount that's been built, and an option to click the bar to open the work order in a new tab. If I change the breakdown from month to week, I get the same information, just zoomed into that week, with the same button structure and functionality, same as if it's by day. Let's go back to month view. Going back to the top, let's use the filters to isolate my work orders. I only want the calendar to show me work orders that are touching these particular operations, assembly lines, stations, etc. When I multi-select my work centers and click Apply, I now have different information being displayed. On the 20th, I can see 2 work orders starting that day, with each work order taking 2 days. FactorySync allows shop floor managers, VPs of operations, or any executives who require the visibility to understand what's going on at any given time on their shop floor, all tied in unison with other key aspects of the business like finance, procurement, inventory operations, and shipping.